Set for stun.
Three guys sitting in a dark room that smells like bad cucumbers.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Inconceivable!
Now featuring 11 listeners.
This is the Unique Geek.
You slimy scumbag, get on your face and give me 25.
This is the Unique Geek.
And welcome to another edition of 50 Days of Dragon Con, the podcast where I almost forgot that I was supposed to do an intro. And joining me, as always, is the lovely and smell like cucumbers, Leigh. Leigh, how you doing?
I'm good, and I love how you said you almost forgot to do something because we are.
Yeah. I literally, I was just sitting here going, okay, let me wait for this thing to end, and then I do my little and thing, my little bit, blah blah blah, and I'm just sitting there going, oh wait a minute, that's right, it's ended. Oh, I need to go now.
Well, yeah. Well, no, and I say this for everybody at con or everybody planning to come, or even if you're already here and making it a 2-week trip, which would be really cool. It's 13 days away per the Dragon Con calendar.
Oh,
And 13 is
that
just
can't be, that can't
oh
be
my
accurate.
God.
That's not accurate. Look, I lost
It
all my
can't be.
hair
It's
because of it.
right. Oh, wait. When did you do that?
Been like that for a while.
Oh, no. I guess
Look, I
it's
just
shorter.
came. Look, I said earlier in this series that
Yes.
I've given up hope. I've just embraced it. So look, I'm over 50. I've
Yep.
I've decided that about time that
Yep.
I just say
Well,
ever.
well, John, I just had a friend remind me from
Right.
Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark that it was set in the 40s and the icon was from the 30s and it was 40 years of a gap. Well, now, if they said Indiana Jones, it would be 1981 that they get, it'll be 1981 that he's going to get the thing from the icon. And I'm saying it's got to be a can of Aquanet because damn, we had our hair. But
Yes.
as we talk about getting older, yeah, oh y'all, it's just sad. Don't do it. I have Farrah Fawcett hair.
I
there
used
are
a lot of
pictures.
product in my hair as a teen and 20-year-old.
Oh,
Mostly
God, yes.
hairspray, and mousse. If anyone remembers what mousse is.
Yeah, I actually use mousse. Thank you. Probably only old people. But I did want to say, as we're getting older, John,
Mhm.
as you said, we're just embracing it and having fun with it. The one thing I really, really need during all this time is decent sleep, or not on a floor. And if I wanted to know where I could find something for that, the best person to talk to is Eternal Van, who has a whole group about this. Hi, Van.
Hi, good to
Hi,
see
it's
you
so good to
again.
see you. I know. I can't wait. Oh, I'll give you a hug soon.
And thank you for squeezing me in. I know we had a little bit of scheduling back and forth, so I know I'm usually on a little earlier in the year, but for various reasons that just didn't work out this year. So I'm really glad you were able to fit me into your schedule.
Yeah, and if I
course,
recall
and I think
correctly,
it's-
one of the reasons was because it wound up being that I had to work.
and it probably
completely
another
understand.
one was me. We are 13 days before con, even 50 days
Less than
before
2
con.
weeks.
So God, even 50 days before con, there is something called real life that hits us all with lots of different things, and it's sometimes you just got to go, okay, I can't right now. This is my focus. I can't. And then you hope to get back and maybe then, I don't know, 13, 10, you finally can refocus on everything. But Eternal Dan, how long have you been going to Dragon Con? Because you have Eternal in your name.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, 2003 was my first year as an attendee, and I've always gone the full weekend. So I've never gotten a single day badge ever.
Okay.
about a 10-hour drive to get there. So it just going for one day just doesn't really make sense for me. And I learned about the Eternal membership in 2005. And I learned about Dragon Con in 2003. That's the year I learned Dragon Con existed. So, because I grew up in the Midwest, so I just went to conventions there, and then I moved and went to found another convention, and then learned about it in 2003. So I came to Dragon Con for the first time the first year I learned it existed. So I literally couldn't have come earlier because I didn't know about it. And then this was
back for me.
Yeah. So I was back then, the lines were longer. And it was not unusual for you to stand in line like 4 or 5 hours on Thursday to pick up your badge, which doesn't happen anymore because they've greatly streamlined the process. But back then, people would be finishing their costumes in line, and because they had time to do that. Like that was just a thing that regularly happened. So you had a lot of time to because the lines were moving slowly, you had a lot of time to chat with the people in line around you.
Yep.
Excuse me. I have a little bit of a cough. I'm fine. It's just a minor asthma cough, not sick or anything.
Sorry. And we do still see a line usually on Thursday, about an hour or two before the badge opening.
But there's not like a 5-hour line anymore.
No, they're volunteering to stand in that line because they then want to go everywhere. So
right. It's just their annual tradition to get there early and stand in line. So so then I was just chatting in line with people in 2005, and that's when I learned the Eternal membership existed. They had a website back then, but the Eternal membership wasn't like prominently featured on the website. And I think it was kind of mentioned on the paper form you could fill out to get because you could fill out a paper form and mail it in with a paper check, and you could get your membership that way. And so I bought my Eternal membership in person in 2006, and they prorated it for me because I had already purchased the membership for the full weekend. And so they took off the amount I had already paid. So I paid a little bit more than I guess like sticker price, you'd say, which you can still do. But now that all the memberships are just sold online and you can't hand them cash in person, and honestly, if you're buying an Eternal membership, I don't think you should be carrying that much cash on you.
What is it, 5,000 now or 6,500?
It's 4,500, but then there's taxes. So I think with taxes, and I'm not sure if taxes are based on where you live. I'm not sure how the tax thing works, but I know there are taxes. So with taxes, I think it's probably closer to 4,800 or 4,900 now. So that prorating, it might save you a few bucks. But now, here's my thing about the prorating. If you want to buy an Eternal membership now and you've already bought your membership for this year, do not buy the Eternal membership online because like regular memberships, there's no refund. So what you want to do is go into the Georgia Ballroom and tell them, hey, I want to buy an Eternal, but I want to get it prorated. And they should be able to direct you because there is something called the Solutions Desk in the Georgia Ballroom at the Cortland Grand. And the gentleman at the Solutions Desk will be able to help you. So I got that information from Dragon Con themselves that they do still prorate.
Well, and thank you to Chip Allen, who is part of the Solutions Desk, because I have had problems repeatedly sometimes.
Oh yeah, he's a long time.
Have problems, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, Dragon Con is a long time Dragon Con employee who works in the office and is extremely helpful.
Very helpful. Chip is great. Chip is often the one that will answer Dragon Con emails if you're doing it. He's getting a lot of emails right now. So unless it's urgent, y'all, it's 13 days. It is 13 days. I don't know how to do that from network, but that's a movie, folks. Look it up. Your parents know it. I don't know why you like to show my big old
no,
movies.
that's not. I was keep going.
Oh, you're moving things. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, folks. And it just, yeah, so 13 days. So don't, unless it's like, oh my God, urgent, don't just say, hey, I'm wondering if, you can tell me more about this eternal thing.
Yeah, and
I
they
mean,
have
yeah,
information desks at the
of
convention, and
course.
that's a great place to get like, right when you enter the Courtland, the information desk is gonna be on your right.
Right, exactly. And it's wonderful. And, the great thing there is that if they don't know something, they're going to find it out before you leave.
Mhm.
They're going to find somebody. And my son worked at them for years, and the information desk he said it was always great because he saw a lot of costumes. Okay, but let's get back to hotel rooms. As I said, 13 days. How if somebody has just something happen, we do have real life, and somebody no longer can keep their room, or somebody desperately needs another roommate or to be a roommate, how can they find that unofficially? Is
Right.
there
So,
how do they do that?
as you've been very good about talking about on this podcast, there's kind of the official Dragon Con, and then
Mm.
there's unofficial Dragon Con. I feel like there's
Mhm.
kind of like 2 Dragon Cons that exist in the same space-time continuum, right? So, there's an unofficial Facebook group called
Mhm.
Dragon Con Rooms.
Mhm.
So, and I can give you a link to that to put in your show notes. But that
Thanks.
group's been around for over 10 years now, and we've got over 20,000 members. And we're a little bit different than most Facebook groups in that we have organized topic threads. So if you have a question about the Hyatt, you go to the Hyatt thread, and the first few
Mhm.
comments in the Hyatt thread are going to have the FAQ, because of course a lot of people are going to have the same questions. So every thread has an FAQ that relates to the topic of that thread. So if you're, say, a Hilton
Do read them.
legacy,
Yeah.
you want to go to the Hilton thread, even if you've been a legacy for years, because, for example, both the Hyatt and Hilton offer
Mhm.
legacy, and they both sent out information to their legacy reservation holders. And if you didn't
Mhm.
get that email, you can find a copy of it in those threads so that you get the information you're supposed to have.
Excellent.
And there's also a thread for all the other hotels, for the Marriott and the Courtland and the Westin, and we have a thread for the non-host hotels. And we also have
Mhm.
the thread called the master list, and I think that's
Oh,
probably what you were asking about. That's the
right.
kind of
Probably.
seeking offering thread. So that's
Mhm.
the thread you go to if you're looking for roommates, or you want to be a roommate, or you can't attend DragonCon and you have a hotel room that you've already paid a non-refundable deposit on. So
Mhm.
you can't get a refund from the hotel, but a fellow attendee who wants to stay in that hotel can reimburse you, and you can give them your hotel room.
Yep.
Now, the
And
trick oh, sorry, go ahead.
the trick there, yes, there is a trick. I was about to say, and there's a trick. Sorry.
Yeah,
So go
yeah,
on. You got me.
yeah, were you gonna ask about transfers?
I was actually, yes, I was going to say, how do you do that to be able to pay somebody back or to transfer? But I know you're getting to it, so keep going. It's like an
Okay, yeah,
FAQ. I
so the tricky thing with transfers, especially this close to the event,
know.
is there are some hotels that officially don't allow you to transfer, so that can be tricky. I mean, the first thing is, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Like, I wish I could say everybody's 100% honest, but there have been a very, very small number of instances in which somebody wasn't honest. So I would say, do your research, kind of generally know what that hotel is supposed to cost, like what their nightly
Mhm.
rate is, which can vary by the room type and how many names you put on the room.
Right.
But the basic information is on the official DragonCon website. On if you go to their menu under travel and then hotels, you can see
Mhm.
a lot of that's all the official information. But the
Right.
DragonCon Rooms group is an unofficial group. Um,
Unofficial. Let's
so
just like
yeah,
this podcast. Unofficial. Oh,
yeah,
we're
the
just having fun.
Facebook group is very unofficial, but also has, like I said, it's been around for 10 years and has a ton of helpful information in it.
Yeah.
So what you'd want to do is the best thing to do at this point, this close to the convention, is if you're still if you can still physically go to your hotel on check-in day, even if you're
Mhm.
not going to be there for the whole weekend, is you can go to the front desk with the person who wants to take your room, and you can put their name on the room at
Right.
the check-in desk.
Yes.
Like, so there's
Right.
stuff you can do in person that you might not be able to do. Like, maybe you could have done it in January, but this close to the convention, I'm sure the hotels are busy getting ready for the
Mhm.
convention. So that's the easiest thing to do, is just
And
take
I
care
will,
of it in person while you're there. But
right.
if you're not gonna be there, then you need to, if you're not able to physically be there in person, then the best
Hmm.
thing to do is contact the hotel directly and ask them, because only the hotel can
Right.
provide official information.
Exactly. And
So,
there
like,
are
I
those,
can't tell you exactly how to transfer a room because I don't work for or represent any hotel. I mean,
any
again,
hotel.
we do have some helpful information in the group, but again, that's all unofficial.
Right.
Official information comes from the hotel.
And I will tell you right now that there is every person who has a room, whether official, a host hotel or everywhere else, if they have a room, they have a reservation number.
Mhm.
So, if you're looking at scams, say, okay, yeah, I want to talk to you, whatever, but what's the reservation number? And then on your own, you can do some due diligence, which is very important, and make sure that it's a real reservation. Just, hey, I'm calling about this reservation. I wanted to make sure. You can ask them anything. You just got to
Mhm.
have that reservation number. You cannot change anything, but you can at least get info on. I wanted to make sure I had like Thursday as my first day. I can't remember. Can you help me? So things like that, they'll answer if you have a reservation number. That's all they'll do. They won't add, they won't take away, they won't change a card. So, or maybe they won't. You got to call the hotels. So, all good. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. I wanted to get that out. Okay.
Yeah,
And
and
then,
also this time of year, I believe you were asking about roommates before in the
mhm,
pre-show chat we had. This time of year, roommates drop out and you might want to replace your roommates. The
exactly.
master list is good for that too. My biggest tip on the master list is take the time to read we you have one list for the whole year. So there's a lot of comments on the master list now. Not as many as it might look like, because when people delete a comment, it doesn't delete the comment count.
Right.
But if you expe go to the master list in the Dragon Con Rooms Facebook group, and
Hmm.
then choose all comments and scroll back to the oldest comments,
Hmm.
and then start reading the entries made by other people. And at this point, just start contacting anybody you think might be a potential match for what you're looking
Right.
for. Because you just don't have time to waste this close to the convention. So
No,
just
you don't.
contact multiple people and say, "Hey, I think we might be a match." Even if they don't look like it's perfect, even if you really want to stay in the Hyatt, but somebody in the Marriott is looking for a roommate, hey, that's right next door. Or if the days aren't perfect, if they've got more days that you want, but you want to stay slightly fewer days, reach out to them and see if you can come to some kind of arrangement. So my point is, just don't leave a comment and wait for people to come to you. Lots of
Mhm.
people have already left comments that you can read and you can reach out to them. And then
Right.
you're increasing your odds of success that way.
And let's just say this again. This is an unofficial group, and this is they're sharing information. It's up to you to do your due diligence on that
Mhm.
information. So they
Exactly.
aren't guaranteeing anything that says on there. This isn't, a guarantee. This is we're trying to share information, and this is the way we like to do it because unfortunately, even my mother has Facebook, but she doesn't know how to use it.
Yeah, like with my roommates, when I'm lucky enough to get my own room, which doesn't always happen, but when I am,
Mhm.
my roommates pay me half up front and the other half
Okay.
in person. So I'm not
Okay.
so that's how I do it. It works out great for me. And roommates that have stayed with me before, they might say, "Hey, I'll give you everything up front because I've stayed with you. I know you're a real person and you're not an AI
Right.
robot." So, um, but yeah, I
This
mean,
shit is
like you
coming
said,
in
trust your
fucking
gut. If
Dragon
it
Con.
seems too good to be true, or they want too much money for how much you know the room costs, and they're not explaining, like, "Oh, is this a suite? Is this an upgraded room?" Like, yeah, you can always just say no and walk away. If you're not comfortable, just walk away.
Right. And that's exactly right, folks. Just do your due diligence. And if it sounds too good to be true, it is.
Mhm.
And I will also say, I don't think this happens anymore because there have been rule changes, but it used to be that you could get a room like on Verbo or what's the other one? Why can't I remember the other one?
Oh, Airbnb?
Airbnb.
Airbnb. Thank you. You can get a room on that. And then all of a sudden they've canceled it and you don't know. So that happens a lot less now because of the rules and how they keep on these lists. So, just be careful. Just be careful. Check your stuff. Now is the time. I am already making my lists of what I need on different days due to my panels. What are possible? Make a list, y'all. Make a list.
Yeah,
This is
and
one of the
to be
things to
fair,
check
some of
off.
those rooms are legit, and those hosts for Airbnb,
Exactly.
have a lot of good reviews and might be specifically recommended by DragonCon attendees.
Mm-hmm.
But there also have been those problems. So if you make a booking through a third-party website and not directly through the hotel and not directly through a link published on the official DragonCon hotels site,
Mm-hmm.
DragonCon.org has a hotels page with booking links. So
Yep.
if you're not using what you know to be good links to book, either from the hotel directly or DragonCon, if you're using a third-party website like booking.com or hotels.com,
Yeah, right.
they might have good deals. They also might cancel your room due to overbooking, and then you can't take it up with the hotel when you have a problem because you didn't book
Exactly.
through a hotel. You booked through a third-party site. So
Right.
again, those are
Just be
places
careful.
where some people it works out for them every year and other
Mhm.
people have problems. Whereas if you
Yeah,
book
and
directly
it's
with the hotel or through DragonCon, you're not, your reservation's fine. You know it's legit.
yeah, and that's very true too. Because if there is an issue, again, as we talked about a solution desk, the info desk can find somebody to talk to you about. Hey, the hotel just canceled me. Now, that does not mean DragonCon is going to find you a damn room. That just means here's who you can talk to. And John, what's the problem? You have a bad face
No.
on.
Keep going. No. Oh, what I would say though is that if you haven't, and I think we may have already said, if you haven't already confirmed your reservation hotel and you book through a third, probably a good idea just to double check that.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. It never hurts to double check. Another thing people can double check is those legacy reservation holders, which legacy
Mhm.
are people who have a room at either the Hyatt or the Hilton,
Right.
official host hotels, and they get to renew their reservation every year. They get first dibs.
That's
They
awesome. So,
recently in the last week or two, emails were sent out by the hotels to the legacy reservation holders giving you instructions. And every year there is some confusion on this. People think just because they got their confirmation email for 2026 already that
oh
their
my goodness
credit card
gracious.
information also transferred forward to 2026, and that generally does not happen. Even though the
Really?
hotel
What do
has
you
your credit card information on file, they don't put it on your future
Yeah.
reservations for DragonCon, even if you have it on file with that hotel in your rewards account.
Yeah.
So
You
you should,
gotta check it.
yeah, but the hotels will send out an email with instructions about how
Mhm.
to update your credit card information. So just keep an eye out for those emails, and if you see that other people are getting it and you're not, check the DragonCon rooms group because we always copy those informational emails into the appropriate thread for that hotel because those
Exactly.
emails don't have any confidential information in them. Like they
Mhm.
don't have your reservation number or your credit card. They're just informational emails. So we copy those in there. That way people know, hey, if you didn't get it, here are the instructions this year because
And check
that
with
is a
the
way
hotel
people
why you didn't get it.
yeah, that is a way people lose their legacy rooms,
Mhm.
and if you lose your legacy room, believe you me, somebody else is gonna wanna snap up that room.
Yeah, they will, and they
Oh
have
yeah.
waiting lists. The hotels have waiting lists. So yeah.
They don't actually have a waiting list for the Hyatt or the Hilton Legacy anymore.
Oh,
They
I thought
used
they
to,
did.
but they
Okay.
stopped doing the waiting lists.
Okay.
So,
That makes sense. I mean, it's too much of a hassle, probably. So go to this Facebook group that John has actually already shown on the screen, and he'll have the link to. So that's good. Now, you also, because you're an eternal, you like to do, you first of all come in early. And this is your big vacation and the family reunion we all like. But you always, but
I
you
love the
also
little
are
insights into I love the little insights into Lee's life. This is the family reunion we like.
As opposed to the ones we don't
Yeah,
like.
the one we post. We hate.
I just need it halfway. Oh, shut. I don't care. But you have also been a part of the cults of Dragon Con, and there are many. And if you wonder what the cults are, go to the unofficial Facebook Dragon Con group. It's actually called that, Unofficial Dragon Con. Something else, but you can find it on Facebook. And what are the cults, and what do you do to be in a cult, or to even talk to a cult?
What are the requirements to be in a
Join
cult?
a cult.
So
That's
basically just showing up. Well, so
I've learned that that's the case, and also giving over all your money, right? That's the kind of cult you are, right? Maybe.
well, you can give your money to charity. So the cult of Marriott Carpet was
Well
was
done.
Dan is wearing a T-shirt right now, and it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome.
yeah. So the cult of Marriott Carpet. I'm the one that named it that. So there was love. So originally, when this carpet was put in the Marriott, a lot of people didn't like it because it was very bright and colorful. So the immediate reaction is, wow, this is like too much color. And then it kind of grew on us. And it was a very unique pattern. And then they took the carpet out in 2015, and people went to the dumpster to get the carpet because they wanted to have a souvenir of Dragon Con. And also, I believe in 2015, there were cosplayers, Harrison Cricks and some of his friends. He has a business called Vulpin Props, and he is a professional prop maker. And they made kind of like army costumes, like, the little plastic army men you played with as a kid. They made costumes that looked like the carpet, like full-size carpet pattern. And they blended into the carpet, and their photos went viral. And then Harrison Cricks published an electronic file so that you could make your own carpet costumes. And then the owner of that particular carpet design sent them a cease and desist letter over this, which was crazy. And that went viral on the internet too. Now, they didn't actually get sued, is my understanding. But it was a very, who gets letters from a lawyer over a carpet pattern? It's crazy, right? So that went viral, and his photos went viral of his amazing costumes.
I love how you said getting a letter from a lawyer, that just doesn't make sense over carpet. But starting a cult does make sense. And if you see the new carpet in the Marriott, you'll understand. But I just said, this is kind of funny. Welcome to Dragon Con.
Yeah, so this is how it all started. So then in 2016, I was like, we should have a parade group. This is awesome. So I named our parade group the Cult of Marriott Carpet. And all carpet patterns and all hotel themed costumes have always been welcome. So we've had a lot of very creative costumes over here. But originally, Cult of Marriott Carpet was just the name of my parade group, which I thought might be a one and done. Because that first year, of course, a lot of people didn't understand who we were supposed to be because it was a newly viral thing. Yeah. And the best part about that first year was people like leaning over and trying to explain to their friend who we were. Like, these are people dressed up by a carpet, like a carpet pattern that got ripped out of the hotel. Because after they changed the carpet to what it currently is, which is kind of this like brown stripy pattern, then it was like people really missed the carpet that they had previously complained about. And so every year our parade group gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And now we have a marching band and cheerleaders and a truck covered in the carpet pattern and a lot of very creative costumes. And
I'm sorry. I actually think I've seen some superhero costumes that way.
We have a Marriott Carpet stormtrooper that was on the cover of the Progress Report one year when they still printed that. Now we just get a PDF email of that. But yeah, so now a couple years ago, we Dragon Con started a Cults of Dragon Con costume contest, and they've asked me to be a judge for it again this year. And as we've talked about, schedule is always subject to change, but the information I have so far is that it's going to be in the Cortland, I think at either 7, starting at either 7 or 7:30.
Mhm.
It's going to be in the Cortland in the Grand Ballroom, A through F, on Saturday at around 7 or 7:30. I believe the real schedule in the app is supposed to come out maybe this Monday, August 18th. That's the last.
Don't
They
ask.
mentioned that on the town hall last night. The social media team mentioned that. So
Don't
we should,
ask, folks. It'll come out. Just check
Mhm.
it. You don't need to ask anybody. You don't need to be like pissy pants on it. Excuse my language. It comes out when they can get it out, when it is as close to one and done as it can be. And it still will change in the next 2 weeks. There'll be changes. It might add people. Some people can't come. So yeah, sorry. I just wanted to make sure everybody knows this, that don't ask anybody. I know that you're probably already doing it on the unofficial DragonCon page, but don't be pants about it. And that's actually what the carpet, in my opinion, who has a dog. Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yep.
They
Those are the original photos that went viral.
And you
So that's really what started it all right there. The images you're showing on screen right now for people who are watching the video. And I'm also going to be on a panel in the Cortland. I believe it's going to be at 7 p.m. Again, subject to change.
Always.
Called Dragon Con History 104, an overview of historical events and obscure lore. And since I've been going to Dragon Con since 2003, like, I'm sure I'll be able to share some information there and be able to answer some audience questions. I have an unofficial photo shoot that I've been doing since 2016 in the Marriott across from the Walk of Fame, also kind of across from where the information booth will be set up. And I've been doing that free photo shoot where I bring like kind of fake. It looks like the Marriott carpet in photos, but it's really fabric because I couldn't fit all that carpet in my car, even if I wanted to. And so we do a free photo shoot Wednesday night at 11 where people can stand on the carpet. And that's been an unofficial thing. And Trashy, the trash can that got removed, which is another whole thing. Somebody made a Facebook post years ago about complaining about a trash can that got removed, and that's Trashy, the trash can. And so that's our photo shoot on Wednesday night at 11 p.m. But at 10 p.m., just outside the Walk of Fame, Brian Humphrey, the official Dragon Con photographer, a couple years ago, he started doing a Marriott carpet photo shoot as well. And his starts at 10 p.m. and goes to midnight, and mine starts at 11 and goes to midnight. So if you have Marriott carpet outfit you want to wear, or you just want to stand on the Marriott carpet, Wednesday night's the perfect night to do it. And since Brian Humphrey is officially associated with the convention, his photos cost $20 and all the money goes to the Dragon Con charity, whereas mine is unofficial and free. So, you can donate, since if you come to his photo shoot first at 10 and donate to charity and then come to mine. And so we both have like slightly different setups. So you wouldn't be getting two identical photos. His has professional lighting and mine you just kind of take with your own cell phone. But, because he's a professional photographer. So Wednesday, definitely the new Thursday. Kate, did you hear Katie Sackhoff is going to be attending on Thursday?
Oh,
I did.
I did
So
not.
I saw that, and I was all excited and made a noise that only dolphins do. But I want to also say, Dan, I know this is.
By the way, hold on real quick. Is it only Thursday?
I believe she's there Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
I think.
But definitely people should check the official guest list on the Dragon Con website to verify that, because I don't have it in front of me this second.
Yes, do that because it's important. Let me just say. But also, Zan, as you're talking about these cults, as you said, there's a cult for a trash can. There is a cult for a FedEx cutout guy, the cult of John. All of these cults are.
There's been a misconception that it was a cult of me, but it's a different John. Just so everyone knows, it's not me.
Well, I think they spelled the name wrong.
No, they spelled it J-O.
for it to
No,
be.
they spelled it correctly. They spelled it J-O-N.
Oh, okay, so it's
Yeah.
not John, but it. I mean, if you wanted to like get something and maybe put John's face on it, that would be awesome. And just take a picture and send it to me. But during these photo
Photoshop.
shoots, it's. Oh, there you go too. I don't know how to do that. John, stop. Like,
Go.
yeah. During these photo shoots, you don't have to be the cult of the Marriott carpet to see Brian, but that's the night he's doing it for charity. And that's the night, if your group's going to do a cult of John or a cult of trashy trash can, oh my God, I saw people in trash can costumes a couple of years ago. Just see that night. That's probably a good night to go. Yes, the Marriott carpet is a huge group and it's going to be a lot of fun and they're going to take a lot of pictures with Brian and they may want individuals and group. Don't know, but just be prepared for that because there are a lot of them. And now, as you said, Brian's given all this money to charity. That's why people are like, oh, I would like a professional thing if that's what they're doing. That's kind of a part of your donation, although some couple bucks in it also. But the charity, as we've said this year, was NAMI, which is the National Alliance for Mental Illness. It's a great group.
How it's pronounced. Are we sure it's pronounced
We
NAMI?
really hope. We've been saying NAMI, but if right, and if it is NAMI, we apologize, but NAMI just flowed a lot better. But NAMI, it has a Georgia group, so all of this money will be spent in Georgia to help. Oh God, John, you see how messy my desk area is. To help the charity, and as we've said, every year it's a dollar for dollar. A dollar for dollar match for DragonCon. If you put $1 in, DragonCon puts $1 in. And that goes up to $150K. The highest we've ever had is $280. But Zan, you were on the town hall last night and you have some information to share.
Oh, well, I watched the town hall.
Oh, you watched it.
I was an audience member in the town. My schedule has been crazy this year. Like in a regular year, I watch your recordings live and I'm often in your chat room. Like when you ask a question, I'm like, hey, I know that. And I put it in the chat. So I try, again, due to scheduling issues, I haven't been able to attend as many live streaming events this year as I would have liked. So I haven't been in your chat room as much this year, but I was able to be an audience member in the live town hall yesterday. And that's when they released, I'm looking at my notes now for anybody who's watching on the stream. I have a ton of notes. I'm one of those note-taking people. I do know you already mentioned that last year they raised $300,000 for the Arthritis Foundation, which is awesome. And this year in the town hall, they released some new merchandise and photos. So, for example, the DragonCon store is going to have a tiki mug, and they showed a really neat box that the tiki mug comes in. And they also showed, and this is what I really get excited about every year, the new baby dragon for the DragonCon store. And during the live town hall, they asked people to submit names to name the dragon. And it's a gray dragon, and it has 2 horns and red wings, and you can watch the town hall. They show an image of it in the town hall. And you can find the town hall. They streamed it from the official DragonCon Facebook page. That's where I watched it. It might also be on their YouTube. I'm not sure, but I watched it on their Facebook page. And so they voted on the name for this gray dragon with horns and red wings. And the name of the dragon is, would you like to do a drum roll, John?
I should probably have that sound effect, but here we go. That's the best I can do.
Okay. Ozzy Smogborn.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's sweet.
Awesome. That is great. And just a minute ago, I was holding up one of my mini dragons that I loved.
That's our only 2-headed dragon. Oh, I
That's
say
what
all
we do
because I
here.
volunteer for the DragonCon store. So
Now,
Right.
now I will point
that's
out.
why I get there so early, is because I'm a volunteer for setup. So I get there like days before most people. So I kind of see the crowds arrive, and then I help with tear down, and I see the crowds go down. So that's why I'm there a long time, is because I'm volunteering.
And
So
I love that Smogborn because of the gray. That somebody is very, very creative, whoever you were.
I do
Yeah,
want
and the
I do want
person
I
that
do want
named
to
the
say
dragon got a free dragon.
Yay!
I do
That's
want to
nice.
say that the what do you call it? That dragon that you just showed, Dan actually
Uh-huh.
gifted me one. It sits back there. It's in the middle,
Oh,
but its name is Etern, is the left hand side, and Nilzan. Nilzan is the
I
left
have a
is the right
dragon
hand
named
side.
after me. That's so cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I am very honored to have a dragon named
And if
after me.
you look at the image for this particular post, the cover image or whatever, you'll note that it has the two-headed dragon on there.
the
Now,
dragons
are you
are
both going to
awesome.
be attending in person this year?
We are.
Yes.
Okay, so you can come to the DragonCon store and buy your very own Aussie Smogborn.
Oh yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there with my
supposedly there's a meetup on
card in
Sunday.
hand. Yes, and there's a meetup on Sunday. But I think it's just awesome that they started doing these dragons. They Zan knows this. When I was a track director, I did not get a pin of the first dragon, which he hides sometimes. No, really, he hides. And they gave this really pretty enamel pin, and they were sold out. And so during like the last day of con, I think I said, they don't have any more of those pins, but if somebody ever has two or wants to sell me one, I will put $20 in charity right now. And Zan told me, oh, well, she gifted it to me. And in exchange for her gift, I put $20 to the charity that year. So Zan, thank you very much. I still have that pin, and I think I put it on my lanyard every year. But
Oh,
there we
you're
go.
welcome. Yeah, the store has different merch every year. Even I,
Right.
as a store volunteer, don't know what most of it is until I'm there
Right.
for setup, unpacking the boxes and double checking the inventory count and everything.
Right.
But I would recommend for people, come to the Cortland store on Thursday. The
Mhm.
store on Thursday, sorry, I don't have their hours in front of me right now, but I think they're pretty much open when badge pickup is. I could be slightly off on that, but that information will be in the program books that you pick up at badge pickup. They'll
Yes.
have a program book, and it'll have the hours of the store, and various
Mhm.
other events will have and it'll have the hours for badge pickup. And excuse me. But we do sell out of things, so that's why I recommend, if you come to the store on your last day, then we might be out of some t-shirt sizes and some merchandise that was just unexpectedly very popular. I'm sure it's a very difficult job for whoever orders the inventory to try and
Oh my
guess
goodness
exactly how
gracious.
much
I
everybody's going
know.
to want of, especially items that we haven't had before. Like, some people buy a t-shirt every year, so they probably know
Mhm.
about how many t-shirts they're going to sell. But for a new item we've never had before, like the tiki mug, that's probably kind of
Mhm.
hard to guess how many people are going to want that. But the Cortland store opens. John wants a tiki mug. Yeah,
Oh,
Yes,
I
I
want
it's
do.
a
really
tiki
great.
mug. I
Um,
can't wait to do it. I have a Yoda one, and I think I have another one from something else. I desperately want one of these tiki mugs, so I'll be looking on Thursday.
yeah, and there is also a DragonCon store in the Marriott. They open on Friday. The Marriott store, again, double check the official info when it comes out. But the Marriott store, usually their last day is on Monday, and the Cortland
Mhm.
store, usually their last day is Sunday. So Cortland, Thursday to Sunday, Marriott, Friday to Monday, usually. This year in the Cortland, so I'm looking off to the side here because that's where I have my map. I have two monitors, so that's why I keep looking off to the side like a
Oh,
crazy
do
person.
not worry about that. Look,
Um,
I
but-
spend half the
about
time.
that.
Everyone gets to see the bottom of my neck half the time because I got to look up to my monitors up here. Anyway, go on.
But I know
Yeah,
you.
and
I know you're going to talk about the new location for disability services, if you haven't already. But there's also, a couple of years ago, they started having 2 locations for the DragonCon store, which makes things pick up faster in the Cortland, especially on Thursday, which is a very popular
Mhm.
day. So according to the map I'm looking at, and really they released this map to show everybody where new disability services is, and I'm sure this will be under the map section in the app when it gets published
Alright.
with the updated information. But right now it looks like there's going to be a Dragon Con store across from the information booth,
Mhm.
just outside the Georgia Ballroom, near kind of the stairs that go up one level. And
Mhm.
there's also going to be another Dragon Con store, a similar location to previous years. So there's going to be 2 Dragon Con store
That's
locations, and they
awesome.
should have really great signage for that.
And Thursday always has lines, and they will have signage. Signage is great. Thank you, Dragon Con. They will have 2 lines, but those lines on Thursday, people are getting their badges and then they're going to the store. So be prepared to wait and don't be a poopy pants. So yeah,
Yep, and
so
there
yeah,
is no badge pickup on Wednesday. People ask for
no.
that every year. No badge pickup on Wednesday, only starting on Thursday at 10 a.m. Although I have heard sometimes if everything's ready to go, they might
Mhm.
start opening badge pickup a little early on Thursday morning.
Right. And
So
it
again,
used
no
to be,
guarantee on that, but they sometimes that has happened.
and as Ann said, it used to be like you were waiting 4 and 5 hours in a line for them even to start badge pickup.
Hmm.
Now, and you made friends, it was great, and and you chatted, and Zan even said one year she was finishing a costume.
That's how
Costume
I
was sold.
Yeah, that's how I
Yeah,
learned about the Eternal Membership is just by chatting with people
right.
in line.
And it's
So,
great. And I just want to say that just it's the new little gerbil tracks or whatever. I don't call them hamster trails because that's what I call the ones between the hotels. But yeah, so look for that and be ready for it. I love the Dragon Con store. Every year they have something that I just was for some reason it calls to me. I have no idea why, but it's like last year they had a sew on or an iron on badge, like a little small one. And I was like, oh, I don't know why, but I really want that. And I now have it. So there you go. So you're going to find something. If you're going for the tiki mug or the dragon, yeah. But you're also possibly going to find things. Oh, and John, you want to
I
read
was
the
going to say,
comment?
Red Nerd points out that the store lines are the new old registration lines to make friends in, which
um,
can be
Exactly.
yeah,
true.
I mean, we do our best to move people through as quickly as possible, but we also do take the time to answer your questions and make sure you've got the right t-shirt size. If you're somebody that likes shirts, sometimes the various shirts have different manufacturers. So you
Hmm.
might be a medium in one shirt and a large in another shirt. So,
Hmm.
I always encourage people to hold up the shirt, and some shirts might shrink a little bit. So I feel like it's always better when in doubt, go a size up.
Yeah,
You can't wear a shirt that's too small for you, but if it's a little bit bigger and it shrinks, it's still going to be great.
it's going to be good.
So yeah,
And these,
to hold up the shirt, make sure you've got the correct size, make sure
mhm.
you've had a chance to look at all the merchandise and get whatever you want. Oh, and you can't buy memberships at the store.
No, no.
People used to come on Monday and buy their membership for next year.
Hmm.
Um, and now all the memberships are just sold online. So you do not
Okay.
need
That's
to
good to
wait in
know.
the store line to buy a
Yeah.
membership ever, which I think does help speed up the lines a little bit because now you don't have to wait in the line for that.
And fill it
So,
out. There is a form and you fill it out. Sorry, John. Yeah.
so you can't buy them at all. Full stop at the.
The Dragon Con store does not sell memberships.
Okay.
You can buy them online.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
Like
Yeah.
right now, if you look online, you can buy a photo shoot from Brian Humphrey for Wednesday night for $20 to donate
There
to
you
the
go.
charity. But that's not a physical item. So there are still things you can buy online, but the Dragon Con merchandise, I believe, has been taken
Oh
off the
no,
website because
no.
they need time to do inventory, pack up the merchandise, move it to the hotels. Then afterwards, they do inventory again, move the merchandise back to the Dragon Con office, and it takes them a few weeks to, any leftover merchandise
Hmm.
will be put on sale again a few weeks after the convention. But there is kind of this time around the convention where right now I don't think you can go online and buy a t-shirt from last year
No, you can't.
anymore.
No, you can't. It
But
is
you can
actually closed
still
down.
but you can always buy memberships to the convention online. That's not a physical
Hmm.
item. You just get an email for that. And if you want to buy, there are some workshops online and Brian
Yep.
Humphrey's photos online. Those you can still purchase online.
There's a writer's workshop you can still buy online because they do a great workshop with, is it Jody Lee Nye? I think.
I believe Jody Lynn Nye does
Oh,
writing
Lynn Nye.
workshops every year.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful experience for people who really are writing and trying to get into the business. It's great. I've heard from many people.
Mhm.
So, but I do want to say one thing as we.
Real
You
quick,
first.
Red Nerd did want to point out that his comment earlier was not shade on Zan or the staff. It's just a fun place to immediately go hit up after badging to meet with people
Yeah.
and get all your stuff that you want.
Well, it's also you don't want to carry that, right? And you don't want to spend time to just carry it all. So you're just going to get it on Friday, put it Thursday, and then put it somewhere, right?
Yeah, I mean,
so you don't have to worry about it for next year. You already did your shopping. Or your Christmas shopping,
there is more stuff to do on Thursday now. Like Katie Sackhoff is going to be there, and she's the first guest that's ever come on Thursday. But when we say Thursday is the new Friday, it's really not true in scheduling terms. Like the Friday schedule, there's way more panels
on
Friday. So relatively speaking, on Thursday, if you need to stand in a line for a little while, Thursday's the day to do it because you're really not going to have a lot of scheduling conflicts on Thursday. On Thursday, you're just getting there, you're settling in, you're picking up your badge, maybe you're having dinner with some friends, but you're not having to choose between 5 different panels at the same time on Thursday. It's not like that.
And no shade to any of the track directors. There are panels going on Thursday. Some may start at 2:00. Some may start maybe at 5, but they're there and they'll be in.
Yeah, but overall, it is a lighter schedule.
It's a much lighter schedule, and it really is set on panels and things like that. There are also, and we haven't talked about it, tons of tracks doing dancings. Doing dance on Thursday. I hope I'm correct. Extract. You do an 80s ball, a la Stranger Things, and that's on Thursday. And that's awesome because it also has a disco ball.
And I feel like a lot of these panels, would you agree, Leigh? A lot of these Thursday panels do tend to be towards the evening. They're not like 10 a.m. panels. So if you're getting there, if you're one of those early people, I feel like you've got a lesser chance of having a scheduling conflict on Thursday the earlier you arrive.
Right. And I need to explain, John, you said that comment and then I'll explain something. Go for it.
So Vince in chat asks, when will Wednesday become an official day? To which Red Nerd replied, don't worry, Wednesday is waiting outside the wrestling ring to whack Thursday with a metal chair and take that belt. So
yeah, I go to the closing ceremonies panel on Monday every year, and every year for years. First of all, Thursday only became an official day, I believe, in 2018.
Right. Yeah.
So we've only fairly recently in the history of DragonCon gotten Thursday as an official day, but every year for years in the closing ceremonies panel where they have official people from DragonCon are on the panel, people say, hey, when can I pick up my badge on Wednesday? And the look on their faces, they're just kind of like, no, so many volunteers would have to rearrange their entire schedules. Like it'd just be a whole big thing. People also want the vendors to open earlier than Friday. And again, it just logistically, there's so many people behind the scenes that you never ever see that put so much work into DragonCon.
Right.
That they've basically said like a very firm no for the near future. I mean, never say never, of course, right? But
no,
anytime in the near future, it does seem like a hard no.
Yes, and
I want to say, say something.
I wanted to say something about this official day and unofficial day. John, when we started this podcast, what, John, 10 years ago or somewhere in that area, 17. John kept, and that's when Thursday was like, you came, you only got your badge. There wasn't anything else going on, but you could meet up with friends. It was a lot of people came on Thursday or they came on Thursday night because they wanted to be fresh. And that's what I'm getting to, Red Nerd. They wanted to be fresh for Friday. But John kept saying, they should just make Thursday an official day. And he kept saying it.
And then it happened.
you have this
I
podcast, so
have absolutely.
you.
I barely
No,
have
he has
power
the
on
power,
this
he says.
podcast. What are you talking about?
Well, that's true too. But he kept saying that and saying that and saying that Thursday is the new Friday, and things like that. Because it used to be Dragon Con didn't start till Friday, so there was things like that. And then Thursday became an official day.
We used to say
And
Thursday is the new Friday, and then it was Wednesday is the new
it's the new
Thursday.
Thursday.
And I feel like more people are checking out on Tuesday now. Monday is the last day of the convention, but I feel like there's more people that are doing, say, Wednesday to Tuesday now.
Mm-hmm.
Arrive on Wednesday because check out on Tuesday morning. It's just so nice to
Monday
sleep
morning.
in the hotel
Oh,
bed
yeah.
on Monday night and just get a
Yes.
good night's sleep. And there's a lot less people checking out on Tuesday, so you don't have
Mhm.
as long of a wait for the elevator on Tuesday. I
Mhm.
know some people like to
Right.
pre-pack their car on Monday night, but
Mhm.
just a note of caution on that, the hotel is not responsible for any break-ins to your car.
Right.
So some people don't want to put their valuables in their car on Monday night
Right.
because if anything happens, you're probably not going to get your stuff back.
Right.
So
And Tuesday, as you said, you want to stay in bed, but Tuesday also, just I am tired by Tuesday always, but on Tuesday it's also that the excitement is finally coming down, your adrenaline is finally lowering, your serotonin, all of those things. It's like, oh, we'll just be calm. But in past years, because of all these people saying Memorial Day will be the new Labor Day, you need to stop, because most years we are able to talk to Rachel Reeves, who is a co-chair, and Maddie, who I'm missing on the name. Maddie, damn it, I'm sorry.
Mandy Collier?
Thank you, Mandy Collier, and I even said Maddie. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, Rachel
Yeah,
Reeves
me
and
too.
Mandy Collier. And Rachel Reeves is one of the people who is on stage for the closing ceremonies panel.
Yeah.
So if Rachel Reeves says something, that is official.
That's
Or if
official.
Mandy
She
Collier
is
says
there.
something, that is official.
And just
I'm
to
gonna
say
go.
it,
I'm
Like
gonna
if
go.
I
uh-huh.
say
I'm gonna go
something,
edit
I'm
some.
totally unofficial.
I'm gonna
Like
go
I could
edit
not
some
be.
audio real quick and make her say things.
Yeah,
But
like
he's
just to
gonna
be
do that.
clear, I'm unofficial.
the
Like yes, I volunteer, but I
Tuesday.
don't officially represent Dragon Con
Right.
or any
Take it
hotel. I'm just a
away.
longtime attendee. I'm
And you
extremely
have to,
unofficial in whatever I say or do. But Rachel and Mandy, they are official.
right. And just to say that though, but we've had them on in the past, and we hope to have them on next year. But as we said, real life things happen. But just to say, John brought that up with them, and a couple of like after Thursday is now the new Friday. After Thursday was official, and he's like, "Well, people kept saying, why not a week of Dragon Con?" And the look on both of their faces, I'm still scared of them. I am still scared of them. So do you? We're good. We're good right now.
Yeah, I
We're
mean
good right
they
now.
know the demand is there. They're well aware we all love Dragon Con and want more Dragon Con, but like I said, just the Dragon Con is like 99% volunteer run, and there's so
Exactly.
much work that goes into it behind the scenes that
Yeah,
it's not just a simple matter of saying, "Oh, we want to do this," and then making it happen. Everybody has to be on board, and
right.
Yeah, I will.
they
I will.
made that happen for Thursday, but again, Thursday is really kind of like a half day. It's not
Yeah.
like really a full day. And
Soft open.
I would guess that unless Thursday becomes a full day, there's no reason to start on Wednesday. And like I said, officially the answer on that is no, and maybe it will always be no. But
But
definitely for any time in the near future, that's been a hard no on the Wednesday badge pickup.
I just have to say and getting everything on Thursday started. The logistics. I'm a logistics and operations person. That's what I used to do, along with budgets. And it's just damn. I can't. The logistics of Tuesday, because that's when some come officially
Mhm.
from Dragon Con, or start bringing in stuff so they can set it up on Wednesday and or Thursday. That's a logistical nightmare.
Yeah, I
And
actually start setup on Monday and have for quite a few years now. So I'm doing
right,
setup Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I've been in all of the host hotels. And to be clear,
Mhm.
my setup is mostly just moving boxes because we're just the
Right,
boxes are arriving from trucks and we're putting them in the track rooms and we're setting things up. And
right.
yeah, it's a lot of work. So,
And
there's parts of setup I've never done because that wasn't my assignment, but just getting to the hotel so early, I see all of the work that happens before most people arrive, and it's just really impressive. I mean, there are a lot of people that attend Dragon Con every year, and of course
Mhm.
there's always new people, but they do have a really good crew of very experienced Dragon Con setup people that
Right.
know what they're doing, and they know this goes here and that goes there. And like last year, I couldn't figure out how to part fit together, and it turned out because I had one room had two left pieces and another room had
Oh,
two right pieces, and that's why we couldn't fit them together. So we had to swap, and then we're like, okay, this room has a left and a right, and this room has a left and a right, and now we can assemble this equipment that the track director is going to need. Just little things like that,
and
when you
and
have experienced people, you can get stuff like that figured out and you know who to talk to and say, "Oh, I should report
and
this
that
to my supervisor," and they can take it from there. So, yeah,
just
it's a
FYI
lot.
too. Yeah, just FYI too. All of this also depends on contracts with the hotel and Dragon Con, and with the hotel and the Atlanta's Mart where they're doing the vendors hall. So all of these are dependent upon that. Okay, because for a couple of years, one of the teams that would be playing in the Thursday night game or Friday night game now for the Chick-fil-A opening would be there. And we couldn't do anything in the Portland at that time. It was the Sheraton at that time. But we couldn't, they had to clear out first, and they couldn't clear out till 5 o'clock on Thursday. And then you would try to set up your room and be ready for anything else. So it was always good. But we are going very long here.
Yeah.
And I think at this point, John, I think it's time for a game. Zan, you up for one?
Yeah, sure. Let me just scan my list to see if there's anything else I had on my list that I was supposed to talk about and didn't. And I think we've done a great job on covering it. Did you have any more questions? I know the most important thing to you was hotel rooms. Did you
Yeah.
have any more questions about that before we move on to the game?
I might have, but you were such a frequently asked question. Um, you answered it before I could even ask it. So thank you.
Oh,
You're
okay.
welcome, Zan.
Yeah,
Thank
great.
you.
And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I just want to promote the unofficial DragonCon Eternal members website real quick. The website for
Mhm.
that is DragonCon Eternal Members. There's an S at the end, .com.
Mhm.
And that's where we have all our unofficial meetups. We have a parade group. Pretty much we just participate in DragonCon in various ways. So if anybody is interested in learning more about the Eternal membership or just participating in some of our unofficial meetups so you can meet some
Right.
Eternals, that's Dragon, because all of our unofficial meetups, everyone's welcome. So you don't have
Mhm.
to know anybody to join us, but that's dragonconeternalmembers.com. And
And it's
the
right up
and the
here.
Facebook group for the hotel rooms it's a Facebook group, and you just type in DragonCon rooms
Hmm.
under groups for Facebook, and it's the group that has like 20,000 members, and it's the one that has the master list that I
Right.
ask that I think is very helpful if people read some of the previous entries on that,
It does
because you
help.
might be able to
Yes.
find what you're looking for without having to make your own entry.
Perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. Okay, Zan, in our chat box, which is you, me, and John,
Okay?
you, John, and I, um, there is the code for Jackbox TV. We're going to be playing the game. And John, just curious, which game are we playing this
We are
time? I
doing
can't
Time
remember.
Jinx.
We are doing Time Jinx again.
And it
Okay, well, that
looks like
hurts.
so
Yeah, we're both
Okay.
in it.
Yep. I picked the cowboy icon.
I picked the
you're ahead of me.
dragon giant snake one.
All right, yep. So anybody that's in the group, the
That one probably helps. There we go.
shirt, um
Very lightly, but I do hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, let me just. Oh, I think, yeah, because I have the music volume.
Which
All right,
makes a lot
I
of
think we
sense.
got
right
one
now.
more spot available. Mighty Bill's in there. Eternal Forces in there. Brand.
Yeah, I'm sad I'm
Lee.
probably not going to win the prize
And then
this year since
Lee.
I haven't been able to attend
Yeah,
live
John's
as much this year.
John's playing doing his best cosplay impression by working on these trophies that working to the last minute. So, it doesn't
Yeah, I
mean you
really
can't
look
win a
forward to
trophy.
seeing the trophies.
By the way, it doesn't mean you can't win a trophy because we do have currently a live beat up show thing.
Yes,
On
that's on our schedule.
That's on
Oh,
our
so are you going to be doing a recording during the convention this year? Can I go to a panel of a live recording?
Yeah, apparently. I didn't know I was, but apparently it's on the.
Oh,
It's
wait,
on
now
there.
I can't hear John.
John,
Can't hear me?
no, and I can only tiny hear anything.
Let me double.
Y'all, hold on a second. We're just gonna blather. Yes, we will. We are doing a live recording of 50 Days. John cannot hear shit.
All right.
Anything on.
Welcome to Time Jinx. You know, we
Can't hear me
almost
right
called
now?
this the dating
All right.
game, but
A little
they
bit
sent
louder.
us a cease and
Others
desist.
can.
Just as a reminder, pals, this is
Okay,
a 3.5
well,
round game.
I'm deaf.
Let's get into it.
Mm.
Here's your first mission.
Yeah, okay. They hear me in the feed.
Okay, that's good.
It happened between these.
Can you hear me now?
years.
Travel to the year Ford introduced the Model T, 1890 to 1920. Will I try and figure out why I'm not being heard? It shows me as being coming through.
I can hear you. Zan, can you hear John?
Can't hear anything.
And Zan is just, I can't
right.
hear her.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I haven't stopped hearing you. I just can't hear Zan.
Oh, I thought it was me that you could. Yeah, Zan is frozen for some. But anyway,
Show them that.
Ford introduces the Model T. I'll figure it out in just a second. Just waiting on Chris, and Chris
Where did you
puts it
do
in
this, Simba?
1890 to
Let's see.
1920 was the time range. And $1908 is the
Your scores
correct
have-
answer. There we go.
Oh, the game is paused while he's.
There we
Oh,
go.
fixing
okay, I can hear you now.
The lower,
There we
the
go.
better.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Here's
back.
the next one.
Okay, the Rick Roll is born. It's between the year 2000 and 2015. Can you hear the game better now, Lee?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Okay.
And now
Oh,
it just
my.
went out again.
No idea. Ooh, got two people on one of them.
Yep, we do. And that's 2007, and that was Mighty Bill and Chris got
Here's
it
your next
correct.
mission.
Muting it on. Lee, can you? The name Istanbul officially replaces Constantinople. Istanbul's not
Okay, I can hear again.
Istanbul and not Constantinople. Oh, okay, good. All right.
Wait, did they say the year in that song?
I
No,
do
they
not-
don't.
I
Okay.
don't think that they do.
I don't think they mentioned
Because
the
I'm sitting,
year.
I'm going through my head right now. Yeah. And they're great.
The name Istanbul officially replaces Constantinople. It's not Istanbul anymore. It's Constantinople. No, it's not Constantinople. Istanbul.
Istanbul became constant.
Yeah.
Constant.
In 1930, Brandon was absolutely 100% correct. We don't think he's cheating.
And I got buku of points, Brandon.
Time for some time
I was
passing.
so wrong.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
you can tell I'm not cheating because I'd have a better score if I was.
Exactly.
Jeepers. Nixon
Time
actually
hopping now.
resigned. Who's in charge now?
Jeepers, Nixon. Jeepers, Nixon actually resigned. Who's in charge now? Was it Johnson, Carter, or Ford? Carter or
Yeah. I really try not to get political on this. So many things I can say. I'm biting my nose. But yes, we are going to be doing a live, and we would love to see
This is what
everyone
the
at
show
it.
said.
Please, please.
when is that? Sunday at.
Hold
What
on
time?
to your butts. We're going to the next
Time.
decade.
All right, moving to
Can you look
the
it up?
2000s.
Oh,
My
thanks.
my rents. My rents will be home any minute. Help me clean up. I'll get the Scrub Daddy. I'll get the Dyson V8, or I'll get the Swiffer Wetjet. I'll get the Scrub Daddy. I'll get the Dyson, or I will get the Swiffer, which is in the two.
Yeah, I'm glad you're going to be having a live recording. I'd really like to come. So I will check the schedule
yeah,
on
I
the
guess I
app
could
when
check-
it comes out.
I guess I could check my schedule. Everything is tentative.
Oh,
I'll get the Swiffer Wetjet was the 2000s.
Fasten your seatbelts. And also install seatbelts.
yes.
2010s.
We didn't have those in the 70s.
Okay, settle this debate. Is it black and blue or white and gold?
Black and blue. Shut up about the shirt. Shut up about the dress. Or shut up about the pants. Okay, settle the debate. Is it black and blue or white and gold? It was so fascinating. It's still fascinating. Okay, shut up about the dress. The dress that was.
I'm shaving some years off your score if you manage to blend in.
And by the way, it was really, yeah, it was very odd.
See
It
who's
was.
winning with the lowest score. That was a weird sentence.
Red Nerd says he'll be there, absolutely be there for the live panel. Mighty Bill's in the lead with 2.5, which is currently our all-time
It's the
record, if you
second
can keep it
round
that low.
already. Wow.
And I don't think Mighty Bill's been on maybe once or twice, but hi, Mighty
he's
Bill.
at 3 point.
I can't wait to see you too.
A little something.
Brandon's at
It's a
3.5.
new mission.
Red Nerd says I'll absolutely be there for the live panel. I wouldn't, you don't know what's
Enter your
scheduled
dates
against it,
now.
so I wouldn't make that guarantee. But anyway, I've been looking forward to live recording from the past panel when John brought up the Star Wars, brought me up for the bad Star Wars trivia. That's interesting. I never posted that.
No, John. I think that's also the year you
Let's
lost
take
the
a look at where you
donuts.
all went.
Oh, that was a long time before that. Oh, Gingham. I completely missed that whole. What was it? When Gingham style came into play, 2010, 2012 are popular. 2012 is the
2012.
actual correct answer.
Okay, so we have a lot of good historians here. This is kind of amazing.
Guys, I think we might have snafu'd here. That alarm means there's an imposter.
Mighty
running
Bill
around.
is
We gotta fix this.
at 4.5. Brandon's at.
Oh, geez. The real Frederick Nietzsche and his evil clone from an alternate timeline are here.
Don't get fooled by the imposter. Save the real one.
Okay, my main philosophy is referred to as Stoicism. My main philosophy is referred to as somebody help me.
Existentialism.
Existentialism.
Right. The real Frederick Nietzsche, which of those is true? Stoicism or the other word that was just said?
Existentialism.
You got that one right.
Existentialism.
You've earned a
There we go,
score
I got it right.
deduction.
Existentialism.
Oh, thank goodness.
And we're down.
That was
Bill
weird.
is at
Moving
4
on.
points. Now
On to
Brandon's
the
at
next
3.
mission.
It's a battle between. Auto-tune is used commercially for the first time ever in a Cher song, 1970 to 2000. What is the
Oh,
year
wow.
that auto-tune is used commercially for the first time ever in a Cher song? Did I say cheer song? I meant Cher song. Cher song. 1970 to 2000. I think it was that. Was that? If I could turn back time, or was that? Do you believe in love?
I don't remember. I think it was the first one you said.
1999 is popular with Eternal Zan and Chris. 1998, right between Chris and.
I was 1
Mighty
year
Bill and
off.
Zan.
So close.
New
Yep.
mission
So,
coming at
yeah,
you.
but you get lower points, so that's good.
Pakistan splits from India, 1920 to 1980. That was like, there was like that whole era. Anyway, Pakistan splits from India between 1920 and
Oh, well, I should know
1980.
this.
Yeah, these are tough because we're having to type in the exact number. It's not like a drop-down list with 5 choices.
Right.
I know, right? Well,
This is very challenging.
Leah is still looking it up on the internet.
I am not looking up on the internet. I'm thinking about 3 things. I would love to look at my answer. I doubt I'm right.
1925, Bill and Rachel have a jinx on that one. But our range goes 1925 to 1958, and it's 1947. 1947.
So that was the
Bill gets
that was the dissolution. Oh wow.
Damn, we're in a time loop.
Oh
Why
jeez.
does the time loop happen in a modified freezer?
It's called science. Grow up.
Okay, how many times has Megan Rapone, is that right? Is that pronounce her name?
Rapina.
Rapone, gone to the World
Rapinoe,
Cup
Rapinoe.
as of 2023? How many times has Megan Rapone gone to the World Cup as of 2023? The possible answers are 2, 3, 4, or 6. How many years does a UN Secretary General's term last? Is it 2, 4, 5, or 10? How many years does a UN Secretary General's last? 2, 4, 5.
Yeah, these topics are all over the place, aren't they?
The time loop is everywhere. Yes.
Yeah, so time loop, you get to change your score or change your answer if you want. Most people picked for the Megan Rapone 3. That was the hint that the time loop is 3. So how many times has Megan Rapone gone to World Cup as of 2023? Red Nerd points out they can barely remember 5 minutes ago, let alone high school history. I think that was in response to the India.
Yes.
Oh.
In the constant.
4.
It was okay.
4
See,
was the
I
correct
should
answer. I
stay
think
with my first one.
Rachel's the only. Oh, 2 people only. Sorry, Rachel. I think might have been the only person that got that. How many years does a UN Secretary General's last? 2, 4, 5, or 10? 2 players got this one right. Out of last time.
Sorry, I had to.
Trying to find the schedule.
I forgot I had to click on it.
And 5 was the correct answer.
I got them all wrong.
Yeah,
oh
Lee got
man.
everything wrong.
I'm still in last place. Yay!
Let's see him.
All right, here we go. Lee's in last place. Rachel is pretty far in front of her, actually. Brandon's in the front. Mighty Bill dropped. Oh, it was all the pressure. All the pressure got to Mighty Bill. Yeah, let's see. Brandon's in the
If you're
lead.
not doing so hot, you'll be receiving some hints from your future self. Why doesn't your future self just tell you the answer? Well, that's between you two.
All right. Travel to the year the
Plan
first
your
public
dates now.
telephone is installed. It's between 1840 and 1900. The first public telephone is installed. Now, some folks are getting a little extra help because they are so far behind, like Lee, that, you know, he's just losing as per usual. No? Lee's busy concentrating. She has no need for my nonsense right now.
I listened to all of that, and I'm still not sure of my answer. So, yay. Okay.
Yeah, so the first public telephone is installed in 1840
Here's
and
where each of you
1900.
went in time.
And it was not 1890 is a popular date between Rachel and Lemon. 1889 is absolutely 100% correct. Chris Weddle got that
Let's
on
keep
the
this train
nose.
choo-chooing.
Oh, God.
Okay, the Mike Tyson bites off Evander Holyfield's ear. What year was that? It's between 1990 and 2005. Mike Tyson bites off Evander Holyfield. I remember watching it live. It was on the pay-per-view. It's back when boxing was big on pay-per-view. And Holyfield continued to go on. I think he won that. I think he wound up winning anyway.
Well, I thought Tyson got disqualified from it.
Chris got that right because he works for the phone company. Oh,
You,
last
use
question
your
about
history,
the
man.
first public
Use your
phone.
knowledge. That's your knowledge base.
Very cool. 1996 is a popular answer with everyone, but it was 1997. Rachel got it on the nose. A couple people were just outside of the range.
Time for a new task.
Disneyland. Now, careful. Disneyland opens to the public between 1940 and 1970. I know when Disney World opened, land is a different beat.
Sleep nuttered guess.
Still looking for. I'm still
What are you looking for?
looking to see when the schedule. Okay, there it is. 2:30 at Sunday, Galleria 8 Hilton. Apparently,
Might change. Just be prepared.
1955 seems to have everybody except for Eternal Zan on it. Apparently, 1955. Everyone knew that answer. Sorry, Zan.
We have some cleaning up to do.
I've been watching a bunch of Disney videos recently, so they're very timely for me. All right. In 1850, not even 50. In 1885, France gave the United States a Groupon. Fix it. Was it the Treaty of Versailles, Statue of Liberty, or the Resolute Desk? 1885, France gave the United States something, but it wasn't a Groupon. What was it? Treaty of Versailles.
I hope I'm right.
the
I have
Resolute
no idea
Desk,
if I am.
or the Statue of
think I am.
Liberty. Statue of Liberty. Give us it. New Zealand was the first Asian Pacific nation to legalize stocks with sandals. Fix it. Was it gay marriage, marijuana, or gambling? New Zealand was the first Asian Pacific nation to legalize stocks with sandals. Or was it gay marriage, marijuana, and gambling? I want to feel everyone got that right. It was gay marriage. I want it to be sandals with socks though. I feel like that needs to
No.
be illegal everywhere else.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Wear what you want to wear. Brandon is
That's a good
currently in the
right.
lead with 12. 12.
Dang.
Final task
Oh, goodness.
coming up.
Well, would you look at the time? We have room for one more task. And this time, we're headed to the future.
Hmm.
Okay, remember this is where math is involved.
Yeah.
Elton John kicks off his 8th farewell tour to celebrate his 100th anniversary, or 100th birthday, rather. Elton John kicks off his 8th farewell tour to celebrate his 100th birthday. His 100th birthday will occur between the year 2040 and 2090. When will Elton John's 100th birthday, by the way, I hope we're all, will he celebrate? When will he celebrate? Between 2040 and 2090. How old do we think Elton John is currently? Gotta be in his 70s.
I think he's even a little
And for
older.
this last
I guess
one,
we're about ready to
I'm
find
only
out.
Giving out credit. That's just the kind of gal I am.
Thanks.
And that answer is 2045 and 2047 are very popular. Easy outlier.
smart.
Now, let's see how this
2047.
translates to credit.
So 47. That's
Wait. Oh, damn me. Okay, sorry, folks. I knew that. That's what.
so he's like
I was trying to
78
put
right.
a six.
He has to be like 78 right now. That's
Mhm.
correct.
And he's still touring. Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's touring
To the
anymore. I think
scoreboard.
that last tour was. All right.
Time to find
Lemons
out
in
who won.
second. Brandon won with a score of
Owen.
6. I believe is our
Congratulations, Yurdo.
brand new low. I think the last time it was 8. And now it's 7. All right, Brandon, congratulations. I get a 50. Okay. Most of your.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So let's.
Okay.
Here. Please head again. All right.
And,
Way to
yes.
go, Brandon. Chris, it's time to go. Time to go buy a lottery ticket, Chris. So,
Go for it.
And Bill says I started so good. All right. So, Dan, again, give us a quick rundown of Chris. I've reached a new low. You've reached a new low.
You're so adorable. You're just adorable.
Anyway.
I want to pitch you. You're adorable.
All right.
Keep going.
Zan, give us all the places where people can find you again, and the rooms and all the goodness. Can you hear us,
Dan,
Zan?
can you hear him?
I don't think she can hear us. Oh no.
I don't think she can hear us. So, on behalf of Zan, look for the Eternals group, look for the Marriott Carpet, Cult of the Marriott Carpet, and look for the Eternals and the Hotels group. She's already given them. John's going to have all those links. And Zan, we're sorry you can't hear us. You know? No, she's just dead. Sorry, Zan. We love you.
All right, Zan. Until next time. Red Nerd says they can go much lower, and I can go so much lower. Anyway, all right, Zan. Until next time, for Zan and Leigh, this is John saying peace and looking for the outro.
This was a production of The Unique Geek. Call our comment line at 8133210TUG. That's 81332108884. Email us at thegeeks@theuniquegeek.com or 50days@theuniquegeek.com. Follow The Unique Geek on Facebook and Twitter. This podcast is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike license.
All right, one more time with Zan. Zan, can you hear us? Nope. Eternally frozen Zan is what it says. Always good to hear from Zan, says Red Nerd. All right, we're going. Heart, love, peace.